Hi, this is Kevin Anderson. I'm a psychologist in the Toledo, Ohio area, and I want to talk for a couple minutes about a tough topic today, suicidal thoughts. And I want to share a question that I think can be life-saving. So even if you're not suicidal or never have been, I hope you'll watch, and if you like it, I hope you will actually like the video and pass it on into cyberspace to get to somebody who may need to hear it. And this question that I think can save lives actually came to me in the middle of a session a number of years ago with a woman who was deeply depressed and suicidal, and to everyone else her life looked normal, but she was telling me a couple days a week I'm out in the garage with the garage door down, the car keys, wondering if I should turn on the car, and I'm looking at this beautiful sacred person in front of me, and these words came to me. I think something needs to die here, but I just don't think it's you. What is it that needs to die? And when we got onto that question, we found it was the marriage that needed to die in that case. It was an abusive marriage. And when we got on that, the suicidal thoughts went away. And I want to say, I've worked with lots and lots of people in over 35 years on this kind of problem, but I've also been through it myself. About 20 years ago, I was in a deep, dark place, really struggling with chronic pain. At the same time, my father was dying, and found myself in a place darker than any I've ever known. And the first thing that needed to die for me when suicidal thoughts showed up was a voice that just said, "This is it. This is all that's left for you, this dark hole. There's no way out." That voice needed to die. And when I got past that, I discovered there were a lot of other things that needed to die inside of me. Things like a long-term pattern of low self-esteem and shame and comparison to other people, and coming up feeling inadequate always in that comparison, a perfectionism where things are either perfect or no good, a definition of success that needed to die so I could come up with one that let me go for a more authentic life. And even, it may surprise you, my sense of understanding of God and spirituality needed to die back. It's almost like pruning back a bush so that it could come back much fuller and deeper than ever before. And so if you're feeling suicidal and thinking, I think I need to die, I hope you just pause enough to change that question. What is it that needs to die in my life without harming myself or anyone else? What is it that needs to die? It might be some of the same things I mentioned that I had to deal with. It might be some things, outside of yourself, like a toxic relationship or a soul-deadening job. It could be an addiction. It could be a lot of things. But I hope you'll consider the question, and if you're feeling this way, I hope you'll talk about it with someone that you trust. And if you can't find someone you trust, please pick up a phone and call the National Suicide Hotline. The number is 800-273-8255. 800-273-8255. And if you like what I've had to say and think it might help somebody, I hope you'll like the video and pass it on. You never know, it could save a life. Thanks.